Good morning. Welcome to today's Morning Moxie with Larisa. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is business development by way of joint ventures and strategic alliances. I don't really hear this talked about as often as, in my mind, it should come up, but when I look at the public personas, personalities, or businesses, whatever you want to call it, and I see how often that they are collaborating through joint ventures. I'm just not understanding why smaller businesses, multipreneurs are not using that opportunity more frequently. So I wanted to throw out a couple of ideas that you can use to grow your business. But I mean, obviously, it's something that has to be well thought out and it has to be a good match. But if you keep these points in mind, it will, I think, give you a starting place for your conversation. So, generally speaking, you're obviously, I don't even use the word obviously, the reasons people have joint ventures is because they want to generally reach a wider market. So once you feel that you have talked to everybody you could talk to, for example, the question becomes, how can you meet more people who might be in need of your product or service? And that is by joining forces with another party who also serves the same party demographic, but not necessarily in the same way. You want complementary skills, services, products, but not competing products and services, right? You want this to be a friendly matchup. So consider what your business is, what else your clients might need, and that is the party that you want to try and align with in a joint venture. And once you have determined this, you want to look at being able to verbalize what would be the benefits of joining together, which, as I've already said, that helps both of you make inroads into a new market to reach a wider demographic that you wouldn't otherwise necessarily find. Or you might want to work with someone who has a different skill set than you do, and then it's like, again, there's more of a benefit to you, but you would need to find out how you could benefit that other person. They could still reach a wider market by sharing their greater skill set, and that allows them to work with your clients. So be very clear about what the benefits are for partnering with you, because if there's no benefit, they're not going to do it. So make sure you pencil that out first. Now, the other thing that I find that doesn't seem to happen is, let's say you found somebody. So I'm using the terms, they're really two different terms, but joint venture and strategic alliance. And the strategic alliance example would be, is say you are having an event and then you have someone on the stage, you've invited them to speak with you so that you two are aligned strategically in this particular opportunity to hold an event, right? So it should just be a requirement that this other party that you've invited on your stage also promotes your event to his or her audience as well, to his or her list, because otherwise what's the benefit, right? You're trying to get something out of this while offering them something as well. So it should be a requirement that they also reach out to their list, but folks are lazy or folks are busy. Isn't that a nicer way to say it? So make sure that you pre-write some tweets, some social media posts, some flyers, so that they can just push send. So make it easy for them to promote the event. Don't just say, hey, you have to also promote this. Make it easy, because if you make it easy, people are more likely to do it, number one. So require the co-marketing, but help them do the co-marketing. And the big key is to be clear about how everything is going to be divided up. How will you split the profits on the event? How will you split the expenses on putting on the event? And what's going to happen as far as that list from the attendees? Ideally, you would both share, but again, you want to make sure all that is spelled out and it's clear. And when I'm saying spelled out, I mean get it in writing. A handshake doesn't go as far as it used to, right? So you want to prevent any misunderstanding. So make sure that whether you joint venture, that's a more long-term relationship, or whether you are just having a one-off strategic alliance for this event or this promotion or campaign, just get it in writing, spell it out so everyone knows what their responsibilities are. What are we contributing to this little partnership, this alliance, and also how are we benefiting and who's going to get what and when, right? So make sure you spell that out. So I hope that you can see how strategic alliances and joint ventures can help you cast a wider business development net. Just requires a little thought, but it can be crucial to your success, especially if you feel that you've gone as far as you can or you want to do more. So two good reasons to do joint ventures and strategic alliances. And that has been today's Morning Moxie. I thank you for your time, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao.